in the sky, another day dawned. Empty coffee cup, just like my heart was before you walked in. Kicked up dust and hope. Yeah, love, it's a wild thing. Love, a desert blue. Love, how to hold on. Love, but worth the fight. Wind whispers your name through the dry corn stalks. You used to hear nothing, just a lonely howl. Now a melody, a steady humming. And yeah, love, it's a wild thing. Love, a desert blue. Love, how to hold on. Love, but worth the fight. My hands rough and warm from years of digging for something. Never knew what it was till your eyes met mine. A sudden downfall. They said it wouldn't last. This kind of fire, too hot, too fast. Gonna burn up quick, but they don't know us. Don't know this spirit. You were late to the diner on Main, hair in a knot, coffee stain on your sleeve. You laughed it off, said, guess that's my day. I thought, please let this girl never leave. You stirred that cup like you had all year. Told me your dreams, how you're scared to be seen. Neon name tag, tiny town fears. I just kept staring, you just kept being. I was half broke, half lost, halfway gone, till you walked in humming some old country song. Just past sundown, you sat yourself down, turned a lonely booth into sacred ground. Now every sunrise, every small town night feels like a slow dance in your kitchen light. If this is love, then I'm done. Look around, found my forever just past sundown. We drove out past the county line sign, truck bed, blankets, crickets humming soft. You traced your name on my rough, tired hand, said, promise me you ain't running off. You talk about leaving this town someday. I talk about coming wherever you go. You said words are cheap, hearts are paid in time, so I've been paying cried on our wedding day. Tissue stuffed into that worn leather purse. Your daddy shook my hand a little too long. Said love or fears, for better or worse. Your dress was simple, your smile was not. Band in the corner, kids chasing fireflies. We said I do as the sky turned red. I swear I saw heaven in your eyes. I was half broke, half lost, halfway gone, till you walked in humming some old country song. Just past sundown, you wore that white gown, turning old barn floor into hallowed ground. Now every sunrise, every small town night feels like a slow dance in your kitchen light. If this is love, then I'm done. Look around, found my forever just past sundown. We fought one night about the bills and the rent. Voices too sharp in that tiny hall. Door slammed hard, pictures shook on the wall. I went outside staring up at it all. You came out quiet in an old football shirt, bare feet cold on a splintered porch rail. You said, I'm scared, I ain't giving enough. I said, darling, that thought's gonna fail. 'Cause it's burnt toast mornings, long work days, babies crying, we're both late again. But love's in the dishes, love's in the dust, love's in the choosing each other, my friend. I was half broke, half lost, halfway gone, till you walked in humming some old country song. Just past sundown, when the world wears me down, you're the living room laugh, you're the soft, steady sound. Now every sunrise, every small town night feels like a slow dance in your kitchen light. If this is love, then I'm done looking around, found my forever just past sundown. One day these boards might creak under canes, silver in your hair, stories in our frames. We'll sit on this porch, counting porch light bugs, trading old jokes, trading old shrugs. I'll hold your hand, marked by the years, all of our failures, all of our cheers. You'll say, we made it farther than we planned. I said I'd start it all over right where we began. At that same old diner on a Tuesday noon, you wipe a table, catch my eye still shy. I steal a sugar packet.
Sunrise burning through the haze, another damn day, just like the last one. Nothing changed, except the ache inside growing deeper still. This hollow space you left, nothing can fill. Oh, this love, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this love, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust laughing at nothing. Where did we go wrong? Promises like whispers fading in the wind, now just echoes. Where do I begin? Oh, this love, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this love, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Trick of light, fooling myself again, lost in the fading night. This empty road stretches miles and miles ahead, just me and this guitar and words left unsaid. Every song on the radio talks about forever, makes me wanna smash it. Never ever never. They don't know the feeling of a heart ripped in two, still searching for something, lost without you.
You were pouring that third cup of coffee, Saturday crowd half asleep, sun sneaking in through the blinds there, dust dancing over your cheeks. You laughed at my worn-out ball cap, said, boy, that thing's seen some roads. I said, yeah, but I ain't seen nothing like you in this old zip code. I didn't know love till that cheap cafe, till cream and sugar and your first name tag. You wrote your number on a napkin, hand kinda shook. I kept it in my wallet like a worn-out book. Now every time that sunrise hits just right on me, I go right back to that corner booth, table 3. Didn't know love till you smiled across that coffee stain. You were working 2 jobs and a night class, I was fixing up trucks down the road. We'd meet in the parking lot half-past, counting our quarters like gold. Talked about getting out someday, but we never had much of a plan. Just a beat-up Ford and a mixtape, and your fingers laced in my hand. I didn't know love till you hit on my arm, rear view full of nothing, just a long stretch of dark. Radio crackling, but we sang our own words, 2 scared kids trying to sound sure. Now when I see a long road running out so free, I'm back in that truck, you're humming off key. Didn't know love till you fell asleep. Trust in me. Your daddy said, son, she deserves better. Stared a hole straight through my shoes. I said, sir, I ain't got much money, but I swear I'll never quit choosing her, win or lose. He looked at you standing beside me, hair pinned up, hands in a fist. Then his voice got low and shaky when he said, take care of my kid. We didn't have a big church, just a borrowed white dress. Your mama cried in the front row, I was trying to steady my breath. I didn't know love till that courthouse ring, 40 bucks in my pocket, but it felt like a king. Your I do barely whispered, but it shook my bones. We walked out laughing, calling 4 walls home. Now every time I hear some old vows on TV, I remember your hand trembling, saying them to me. Didn't know love till forever sounded that sweet. first winter the pipes all froze on us. We slept in our coats for a week. You burned the toast, I killed the heater. We both just stared and then screamed. And you started laughing in that kitchen, barefoot on that cracked linoleum floor. Said, if this is the worst it gets, babe, we're gonna make it, I'm sure. Summers you planted them daisies out by the rusted front gate. I got that second shift promotion. You taped my name up on the fridge with some tape. We dance in your old warm pajamas to some slow song humming through the wall. You'd stand on my feet like you always did, like we were kids in a high school hall. I didn't know love till we had nothing left, just a leaky roof, two beating chairs, eating cold beans on a card table, laughing till 2, saying one day this'll be the good old days, wanted you and me too. Now when the bills pile up and the world seems mean, I see you swaying in that yellow porch light beam. Didn't know love till broke felt rich with you and me. We've been rich, we've been poor, we've slammed a few doors, we said some words we didn't mean, but you're still that girl with the coffee ink on your finger smiling at me. So if this old truck quits tomorrow and the bank comes calling our name, you can take all I've ever borrowed, just leave me your heart.
Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick stain from last July. Sun sleeps through the curtain, dust just dances in the light. Your sweater on the chair back, one sleeve hanging to the floor. Funny how the little things still wait for you at my door. And I'm still in love with you. Same old song, same worn boots. Every road I walk on through somehow leads me back to you. I tried to move on, tried this town, but every street just circles around. To a front porch, to that sundress, to the way your name still sounds. I still park in the same spot underneath that busted sign, where you laughed about the letters, swore they'd fall on us in time. We grab thighs from Mickey's Deli, drive out where the blacktop ends, watch the headlights disappear, talk like we were more than friends. As I'm still in love with you, same old song, same worn boots. Every road I walk on somehow leads me back to you. I tried to move on, tried this town, but every street just circles around. To a bonfire, to your soft hands, to the way your name still sounds. Oh. Mama still says she sees me buying gas out Highway 10. She just smiles and says, you know, son, she talks about you now and then. I just nod and change the subject, talk about weather, talk about rain. Well, I'm driving home alone, every drop spills out your name. Tell me, do you still remember a September county fair? You got stuck up on the Ferris wheel when paint bone in your hair. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. Same blue eyes, same old truth. Every plan I'm walking through feels like
in this quiet kitchen now, talking to your photograph like you're gonna turn around. If I called you up this evening, would you let it ring? Would pick it up? Would you say you're doing fine now? Would you say you'll miss my tub, miss my dog straps in your front door, your bags thrown on my bed, miss that? See you in the morning as you whisper, half asleep you said, I still keep your favorite liquor stacked up by the TV stand. Sometimes I let that needle ride, pretend you're dancing with my hand. Bare feet on these old floorboards, you'd spin and crash into my chest, laughing like the world was small and we already had the best. 'Cause I'm still in love with you, more than ever, more than you. Every scar and every bruise just ties me tighter to let true. I try to move on, drive this town, but every drink just wears me down to that soft smile, to that soft sound of the way your name still sounds. Yes, I'm still in love with you. Yes, I'm still in love with you. You pouring coffee at the Flying J, name on your tax said ain't your rate. You laughed when I asked if you believed in fate, said only when it shows up early, never late. Boots on towel, rain on the diesel tanks, your hair tucked up in that ball cap. Thanks for the extra cream and the second glance, for the quiet maybe in a stranger's chance. You're the back rows in my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I've made leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. First date Friday at the county fair, you said I hate crowds, but you met me there. Grease on our fingers from a paper plate, you stole my fries, said boy you're late. Ferris wheel shaking when it reached the top, you grabbed my arm, said please don't stop. Your eyes found mine in the carnival light, I forgot every heartbreak I'd had that night. You're the back roads of my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I made leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore.
to September gold, truck bed blankets when the nights turn cold. You traced your name in the window fog, said promise me we won't get lost in the fog. I showed you the spot where the river bands, where Daddy used to fish with his old best friends. You listened quiet when my voice turned raw, then kissed the hurt out of every scar you saw. I'd been running from town to town, from one half smile to the next let down. You said, sit still, boy, I feel that wind. Some things you don't outrun, you let them in. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. The long way home I always take. Every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I make leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. We bought that house with the leaning shed, dealing paint in a rusted bed. You laughed, said, baby, it's just like us, a little run down, but it's worth the trust. You planted roses by the mailbox post, hung our pictures where we needed them most, handwritten notes on the fridge door glass. Take the trash out and please let the small things pass. Love ain't fireworks in a summer sky, it's tissues in the sink and the reasons why you stay when the storms roll over the roof. It's saying I'm sorry before you have the proof. We fall like thunder on a Tuesday night. Just slam that door, I killed the light. I slipped sideways on the edge of the bed. Stubborn pride where your warmth once spread. Sun came up on a mess of pride. 2 bugs, 1 note on the counter side. You wrote, I'm still here, just had to breathe. I don't walk out on the love we searching anymore. You were pouring drinks in a town I'd never heard of. Name tag crooked on your flannel shirt, laughing with the locals like you'd known them forever. I was just a stranger tracking down my hurt. Boots full of gravel, dust on my jacket, truck full of boxes and goodbye plans. You slid me a coffee on the house real quiet, said you look tired, take a minute if you can. I wasn't looking for a long ride, just a tank of gas and a place to hide. But your smile turned a stop into a start. Now every road I take, every mile, every scar keeps leading down these back roads to your heart. Yeah, somehow all these back roads keep running to your heart. You asked what brought me way out where the map ends. I said just trying to outrun yesterday. You said I get that, but eventually it catches. Then you pointed out the window at the fields of hay. Said you can plant that pain or you can burn it. Either way it's gonna change the ground. I didn't know it then, but in that moment you were turning my whole story around. I wasn't looking for a long ride, just a tank of gas and a place to hide. But your voice turned to silence into heart. Now every road I take, every mile, every scar keeps leading down these back roads to your heart. Yeah, somehow all these back roads keep running to your heart. Closed up early on a Tuesday night. Said let's go watch the sun fall off that ridge. We sat on the tailgate sharing cold fried chicken, swinging worn out boots from that rusted bridge. She told me about the daddy that never came home, the first boy who left you at the county fair. How you learned to dance alone in your bedroom till you didn't need somebody standing there. And I've been the kind to leave before the leaving, to pull away before the engine starts. But you held your gaze like you believed in all the broken things inside my heart. I wasn't looking for a long ride, just a passing face on a quiet night. But your hand found mine in the dark. Now every road I take, every mile, every scar keeps leading down these back roads to your heart. Yeah, somehow all these back roads keep running to your heart. We painted that spare room a Sunday yellow. You hummed off key with the radio on. I tripped on the ladder, you laughed till you cried. I swear that sound could raise the dawn. Burned the first biscuit, smoked out the kitchen, dog tracking footprints on the hardwood floor. We kissed in the hallway through the sprinklers dripping, like we couldn't ask this life for more. Than your mama called crying on a Thursday, doctor's words heavy hanging in the air. You tried to fold the grief up, keep it tidy, but it felt like laundry on a kitchen chair. We drove through the night to that big white building. You stared at your hands, I watched you shake. I said I don't have answers, I just got presents. I'm not going anywhere, come whatever breaks. I wasn't made for all the right lines, I still get tongue-tied at the worst times. But you let my quiet do its part. Now every road I take, every mile, every scar keeps leading down these back roads to your heart. Yeah, somehow all these back roads keep running to your heart. We've had storms that rattled every window, fights that left my truck door slammed. Nights I slept facing the drywall, wondering who the hell I am. But every dawn there's coffee on the counter, the way you say my name so soft. And I remember in the small things that real love don't trade, it just costs. Last week I found a ring in a used case showcase, tiny little diamond with a crooked shine. Salesman said it ain't much, but it's honest. I said,
tag hanging sideways, little chip red jar full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumbled into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion,
my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far, how your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turned this runaway around.
First day by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet. Radio on the dashboard, static, then a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon.
I'd been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show, but you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turned this runaway around.
We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side. Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow. Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between.
From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with a street light through the window, painting halos in the room. Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway shaking, said, what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you. We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slipped on that torn-out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine
Said we still got a shot.
love ain't all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. It's oil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. From I might to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do. Every mile and every meltdown, just another road to you.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said, let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you.
Met you in a bar off Highway 9. You were laughing at the jukebox, skipping every line. Boot heel tapping, blue eyes sharp. You drew your name in a ring on the bar. Said you look lost, but you look sure. I said I ain't cured, but I've seen worse. You stole my cap, said drive me home. That old Ford road like it wasn't alone. I got your back roads on my heart, got your lipstick in my truck. Every mile I drive from you, it just tightens up the clutch. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the song I can't restart. I got your back roads paved across my heart, yeah. Oh yeah. We threw that map out the window fast, followed fence posts, chasing cattle and grass. Radio buzzing some worn out tune, but you were humming something brand new. Dust in your hair, sun on your arm, bare feet up on my dashboard charm. You said, promise me just one thing, if this breaks we still let it sting. I got your back roads on my heart, got your laughter in my lungs. Every time I try to leave, I taste your name on my tongue. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the stop I never mark. I got your back roads burned into my heart. Your mama watched me like a silent judge on that porch with a coffee mug, but your little brother liked my hat, dog like me too. So that was that. We talked about kids in a little white place. You traced floor plans on my calloused hands. You said, don't you dare become your dad. I said, I'll spend my life proving I'm not that man. I got your back roads on my heart, got your jacket on my chair. Every empty Sunday morning, you're the ghost that's sitting there. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the mark on every chart. I got your back roads driving through my heart. Hey! One late fall, leaves all rust. You pack dreams in the back of my truck. Said there's a job 3 counties away. Will you hate me if I can't stay? I clenched my jaw, tried to act tough, but every brave word just wasn't enough. You kissed my chin, missed my mouth, said if it's real, it'll find its route. Now it's coffee for one at that same old bar. Your laugh lives on in the corner by the jar. I talk too loud, so I don't think. I chew my pride like tobacco and drink. Folks say, son, let it go, but you're stitched in every shirt I own. You're the way my hand hangs on the wheel, that little pause before I peel. I drive past that job sign twice a week, practice speeches I'll never speak. Baby, I'm better, I ain't so scared, but I turn around halfway there. I got your back roads on my heart, got your thunder in my chest. Every girl that learns my name just gets your second-hand best. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the scar dressed up as art. I got your back roads winding through my heart, oh winding. Time moves on like a cattle train, new paint signs, same old rain. Heard you married some steady hand, a quiet guy, a safer plan. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, just a little more like my old man. Talk big talk, sleep alone, leave the light on like you're coming home.
loving you was wrong, then wrong felt right. If losing you was mercy, why does it haunt my nights? If I had one more. Met you by the ice machine, dust on your boots, my favorite jean jacket. You laughed at my busted old truck. Said, boy, does that heap even make it back? Sun dropping slow on that county line, your hair blowing wild through the window, radio stuck on some broken station, but you sang anyway, so soft, so low. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. First fight in a parking lot of rain, I cursed like a fool, you just stared me down. You said, love ain't scared of a storm, it learns how to stand on shifting ground. We made up on your mama's couch, cold fries, warm hands, and a tear or two. You traced all my cracked up plans, whispered, baby, I still believe in you. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. Summers turned to winters quick, that old high school bar turned into dust. Your ring sitting neat in my glove box next to a note that just says us. We painted our names on a rental sign, said someday we'll buy this broken place. We got more dreams than dollars, but I got your laughter in every space. Sometimes I wake up scared, thinking all of this could fade. Then you roll over, steal my pillow, say we'll be fine, we ain't afraid. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. We burned through tires and trouble, we've slammed some doors too hard, said things in the heat of the moment, left each other standing in the yard. Hey! But every time the dust clears, it's your eyes pulling me home. We don't need some perfect picture, we just need a place our love can grow. Your daddy's old guitar in the corner, our kids' crayons on the kitchen floor. You hum off key as the coffee brews, I swear I've never needed nothing more. Bills stacked high on the table, but your head's on my shoulder, calm. You say we'll get there slow and steady. We got faith and we got these palms. Hands rough from all this trying, but they still fit just right. Two rings catching morning sunlight, two hearts holding on tight. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. I remember that first I love you, in the dark of that dead-end road. I was scared I might just lose you if I said what my chest already knows. But you smiled, leaned a little closer, said, past the 9-mile restless wandering, found a name and called it love. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. So if this road runs out tomorrow, in that rusted Ford, dust on your boots on my front porch, coffee in your hand, half asleep, said I didn't plan on falling this deep. You laughed it off, kicked at a stone, said guess I'm better when I'm not alone. I tried to speak but my tongue got tied, 'cause every road I'd run just stopped in your eyes. We're running on a half tank, full hard, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. We got bills stacked up on the counter there. You're wearing my flannel, sitting in my chair, circling dates on a no-wall chart, talking about Sunday like it's not that far. You say love ain't magic, it's mud and rain, it's late night fights and staying anyway. I kiss your wrist where the paint's still wet from fixing this house we ain't finished yet. We're running on a half tank, full hard, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart, yeah. Your mama called, said she's doing fine, told you she can hear you in my laugh sometimes. Your daddy still checks on the weather up here, thinks that we're living off luck and beer. We missed the rent check by day last June. You cried in the kitchen, I hummed a tune. We danced between dishes and overdue cards, your cheek on my chest, my fear in your arms. We're running on a half tank, full hard, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart, yeah, that's all we are. Maybe we don't get that big red barn, white fence, big dogs, 10-acre yard. Maybe our castle is this broke down yard, 2 long chairs and a sky full of sparks. Maybe forever is a borrowed truck, a Friday paycheck and a little luck. If I lose it all but I don't lose you, I'm rich in a way money can't undo. Oh yeah. There's a Polaroid stuck in the mirror frame, your hair's all wild, we're both half insane, caught in the rain by the county line. You wrote on the bottom, glad you're mine. We've changed our plans more than I can count, dreams got smaller, love got loud. We don't say perfect, we say try. We don't say always, we say stand by. We're running on a half tank, full hard, windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on talking about the mess and the joy it brings. Your laugh will be softer, my back will be sore, but I'll still be reaching for you by the door. Kids all grown, chasing what they want, will sit in that quiet that used to haunt you. Look at me with that same old spark, say, guess we did alright with this half-tank heart. We're running on. Met you by the ice machine, dusty pumps at 17. You were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan. You said, nice truck. I said, hop in if you ain't got plans. You said, guess I'm in luck. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light, parked out by the old state line. Radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Years roll by like mile mark signs, cheap perfume and cheap red wine, apartment couch, late night news. We were broke, just paying dues. You work doubles, I work nights. We made coffee our best friend. I'd kiss your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right. Cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, settling for less. Then came tiny cowboy boots, left beside the front door, mad smiling face in Sunday suits. You said, think he's got your lap. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts. Your braided hair, I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall, every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever, family choir singing together, from red clay rugs to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling, now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever, yeah, I'm all in for this. One day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless past. You'll say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say, best wrong turn in the world. You'll smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather, from red clay rugs to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete. And if I go before you do, don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new, feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab you ain't alone. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather, from red clay rugs to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete.